Hello guys. It might get noisy. Oliver might get scared. We're hoping that they've stopped, but we're going to do a Love Money Tarot. Love Money Tarot. This is what happens when you're a single doggy mom. So you stay home with the doggy puppy. No dates. So we're gonna do a Love Money Tarot. You probably hear, hopefully that'll turn off. I forgot to turn that off, so hopefully it'll turn off. Or you'll just hear Teddy having a nervous breakdown in the background. I'm trying to get through this 2020 season of Grey's Anatomy as fast as I can, but I forgot to click it off. So let's see what's going on here. Love, money, and tarot. Okay, underlying. Ooh, 10 of air. It's time to heal. Okay, and this is a big healing. 3 of Swords underneath the 10 of Swords. It's a big healing. It's time. Okay? So let's see what's going on here for love. 6 of Air. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to move through these emotions. You're ready to rise out of the ashes of whatever it was that's been like messing with you. Okay? So where are we going to go? Yeah? Okay. So let's clarify this 6 of Air. All right. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You've walked away from something. Or you just kind of like said hands off. Like I feel like you feel that there's nothing more you can do to get this to grow. Like this is like hands off, you know, letting it go to God. Hello. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. You are saying if something's going to be, it will be. If it's not going to be, there's nothing you can do about it. All right. King of Swords underlying. So you could be waiting to get some sort of a clarification from them. You could also be dealing with an air sign. There's a lot of heavy air here. Okay. And the 9 of Cups. So it's not a lack of love. You are waiting. You're listening. Listening to the universe. Listening for a symbol, a sign. Okay, 6 of Wands. I do feel that like they're showing me Frozen. Okay, so it's almost like some sort of crazy like Disney princess like romance story that's about to play out in your life. And we know that those have twists and turns, right? So the Sun. This could be coming in Leo season where suddenly something opens up, and definitely around that 8/8 portal. Okay. Two of Cups and the 10 of Wands. This could be someone new for some of you, where something that has been a burden is walking away from you, and something new is coming towards you. This new energy could be completely off your radar. It could be something that you weren't even looking for. There could even be, you know, differences between culture, race, age, okay, that's coming forward. But I feel like it comes because there is this feeling of letting go. You could also, if you are dealing with someone already, it could be that they finally tell you what's been bothering them, okay, that they've been hiding from you. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? There we go. Yeah. Okay. The world. Whatever has been going on is going to end. It almost feels like it's a night and day, an overnight thing. And then we've got the Fool on the bottom. This is new. Okay? This is a shift, a change for you. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share here. Tell me more about this ending. Again, you're over it. It was frustrating. To the point where you were like, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Like, it's just too much, right? I do think that this is somebody who's stalking you a little bit. They're watching you, perhaps watching your social media. They've been hiding their emotions. This is reminding me of Hugh Grant in About a Boy saying, no man is an island. And he's out there screwing everything that can walk. And then what happens, right, is that he finds out that what he's really looking for is actually love and community, and he doesn't even realize it. And the truth is that no man is an island, because they need people in their life. So I feel like you've been dealing with somebody who couldn't be emotionally available, okay? And I think you're just tired of it, all right? But they're watching you, okay? What about the new that's coming? Tell me about the new. We've got the Page of Arrows as a crossing. The name Ren could actually mean something to you, or maybe they're showing me Ren like the singer. So maybe that song means something to you, or one of Ren's songs means something to you. Crossed by the 8 of Wands, okay? So this could be somebody who is already in your community, somebody that you've met before, but you may not actually realize that they've been watching you, right? They may have been playing a little bit of the long game on you and you don't even know it. Yeah, I don't think you noticed what was going on around you because you've just been so fed up and dealing with everything else in your life that you're bored of the usual BS around you. And so you just don't even really notice the people that are noticing you, okay? Blinders on, because you've been dealing with something that's injustice, right? Something that's not aligned to you. But this new that's coming in, it's going to be big emotions, big love, big connection, very divine connection, soulmate energy. But it's not going anywhere very fast, okay? So you're going to have some patience with it because it needs some time to grow into what it's going to become. And for some of you, that could trigger some trauma and make some growth inside happen, okay? Is this divine partnership? Absolutely. Okay. You may also have this frustrating individual coming back. And you're going to have to decide which direction are you going to go. Okay, which one are you going to let go? I do feel that this is going to be a really hard choice because we are talking about soulmate, divine love, and something in the past that was very slow moving, very much mirroring, could have been felt twin flamey, okay, mirror soul energy. But this is someone that, again, pulled away from you. Were you in love? Absolutely. And they may come back passionately when you are just starting to get a minute foothold into a new relationship, okay? Anything else here? Thank you, Spirit. So Some of you may choose this based on chemistry. And I think someone's counting on that. Okay, but I do feel like you're just going to go around in circles with this past energy and get the same results. But, you know, tarot does not tell you or dictate what you do. It is just educating and telling you a story, okay? Anything else here for this pile, Spirit? Yeah, okay. For those of you that do move on from this, I think you're going to be empowered with a very high level commitment. That may mean a second marriage for some of you. Okay, take that how it resonates. Let's see if we can get any other time stamps here. And I'm getting that this is a divine masculine energy coming in, but that could be male or female, because we both have both energies within us. But I do feel that you, if this resonates for you, roles can be reversed, but I do feel like if this resonates for you, that you feel like you're more of the divine feminine energy, which means that you are definitely much more in your heart space, okay? So, 999, I do feel like you are just about to complete, again, this ending. Jupiter energy, so we've got Sagittarius coming through, but they're also saying that this new beginning could be very confusing for you. Angel number 222. This could be where building forward is going to bring a child into your life. It also is going to heal because you may have lost a child before. They're also showing me that angels are walking with you, okay? You could be dealing with a Cancer sign, or they're just saying that the Cancer season is telling you that this new energy is approaching. Again, I do feel like some of you have a child that is on the way. You may have tried before and lost that child, okay? It could have been a child that would have been a Cancerian, but they are telling me that this is something that is coming forward, okay? That's not for everybody, but that is part of the message that Spirit wanted to share. So let's get some love messages here, okay? Love messages. For those that are wondering if someone is going to come back, okay, there is never a moment that I'm not thinking of you. You are on their mind, I told you. They're probably stalking your social media. I struggle with feelings of childhood that leave me in regret. Okay, this person may have had a hard time growing up. They do things to push people away, and I don't think they truly mean it. They probably have told you in the past to quit trying to control me, okay? Quit trying to control this. But that is because, in truth, they are trying to control things, okay? I want to feel your hands on my body. So there is a lot of passion and chemistry within that person that you are missing. And they do think that if you let them go, that you're going to regret it. And they do think that being physical with you is what's going to bring you back. But it's really because you're the best thing that they ever had, and they don't know how to move on from that, okay? Messages for those that are in a struggling relationship right now, Spirit. Those that are in a struggling relationship. Thank you. Thank you. Let me be your last dance. If this is a marriage, they want to stay with you. They want to work this out, okay? They don't want this to be the end, okay? I'm going to be doing more of the career money stuff in a second, okay? Try again, and I won't resist you now. So I do feel like they've been going through something. If things have not been very passionate, okay, they've been going through something, all right? Whenever we are together, I want to be on you. There's a lot of passion there, again, but I do feel like they hold themselves back. This is meant to be for real as a crossing energy with you have to do the work. I think they're putting a lot of this on you. And they're telling you that this is the last time for them, but they're also showing us that they're not going anywhere, okay? Anything that you need to know about this new love coming in before we move on to money, and then we'll go to tarot and we'll get some more messages at the end, okay? New love coming in. This could be somebody that you meet at work, okay, or that interrupts your big goals. Again, I do feel like it is a divine masculine energy coming in. Again, that does not mean man. That just means somebody that's very action oriented. Could be male or female. But they are coming in looking for their soulmate, okay? They are at a crossroads right now, trying to decide which path to go, but they are coming into a sacred container here. I do feel like some of you have been perhaps upgrading your spirituality and asking for divine love to come in and trying to work on yourself. Okay, there is an offer that they're going to be making to you. For those of you that I see the question about the fighting and can you trust these people? Again, I'll repost this whole video on YouTube, and those answers were just there. But I just want you to know that, yes, those that are already in a commitment, that this person is not going anywhere, but they're not taking any accountability, okay? Take it as it resonates for you. The answer to your question is yes. Okay? That's a big answer from Spirit. The answer to your question is yes. All right, so let's go ahead, and those that are ready to receive, let's move into money. Okay? Money. King of Pentacles. That is a good card. You are feeling innovative. You are growing a legacy. You may not even know it yet. Okay? Tell me here about King of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Going after what you love. This could even be a beginning of a family business, or just feeling like you're finally getting a share of the pie, or financially what you need. I'm getting that someone here could also be going into more of a religious studies, okay? And that's going to be really good for you. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it feels very like going into the clergy or something like that, okay? Awareness. Ace of Wands energy mixed in with that Magician. I feel like you are manifesting, some of you on the very cutting edge. I'm seeing a lot of technology energy here, a lot of working with just the latest tech. And so I feel like you know where you're heading. You may have even circled on a map or something exactly what it is that you want or where you're going. and that is where you're going to end up. Financial and material changes and spiritual strength. The one thing here is that in order to get to where you need to go, you're going to have to make some changes, perhaps in the way that you're working. You may actually have to listen a little more to your intuition, okay? And this is going to be really hard for you because I do feel like you're feeling torn. You're feeling torn between what's been working for you and this new innovative energy of where you're being led, okay? Some of you don't want to disappoint your father. Some of you also may have been struggling with not a great boss, but I feel like things are going to change. A door is about to open, but you have to follow that intuition. Okay, the intuition is really what's leading you right now. Okay, what do you want? Okay, Spirit wants the real deal. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you've been being taken seriously, again, because you're a real problem solver here. And that's the problem with now being a little bit innovative and outside of the box, because you're like, I'm the responsible one. I'm achieving things. I don't want to be seen in such a way, okay? But this is going to give you some big freedom to really find yourself, to find your path, to find your soul path, to go towards your north node, okay? And you will continue to be chosen and included, and I think that's been your big fear. Anything else here, Spirit? Yeah. You're gonna be very happy. Some of you are gonna move into a leadership role, or you're going to have finally good leadership if you follow this. Keep being honest with yourself and with those around you, okay? You're opening up a blank slate. It's gonna be challenging, but I really feel like it's gonna be worth it for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get a couple of timestamps here, and then we're going to move on to the final tarot. See what that comes up. Anything can come up in there. Love, general, yeah, Neptune. Higher heart chakra here, energy, north node, following your truth. Piscean energy, so this could be Pisces related, or you're a Pisces. We've got Scorpio, so again, there's something ending here in order for a beginning to happen. Pisces is also 12th house, which is an ending, and there's the 12th house, okay? Spirit's saying you have to purge things in order to move forward on your soul's path. Taurus energy, Venus, beautiful, beautiful energy. Spirit's really guiding you to believe in yourself, okay? So I hope that helps. The tarot, 8 of air, okay? You're doubting making this choice, okay? You're doubting cutting some things off. You're doubting if you've blocked someone, or you're like, I iced them out of my life. You're doubting it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get some clarification here. Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more here about 8 of air. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like this has been someone who kind of just leaves you hanging, maybe leaves you on red a lot, or was 5 of cups, a lot of hurt, a lot of anxiety, a lot of really hurting your inner child going on in this connection. A lot of offering love and then pulling it back. And this is about a lesson, and this is about healing, okay? For some of you, either this was heading for a very bad relationship, or perhaps a divorce, or They're saying that you kind of knew in the end that this was not for you. Maybe you were repeating patterns that you saw in your own parents. Five of Swords. Again, I feel like you know that whatever this is, it's not great for you, but you have a problem with, they're showing me the book, Who Moved My Cheese? And that book is about having a hard time with change. And I do feel like you're struggling with change right now. And so if roles are reversed, there's the sign for someone that this could be someone who just self-sabotages themselves. And that's why you're struggling with them. Okay, again, there is an inner child wound here with this soulmate, or you're dealing with someone who just is immature, refusing to grow up. Could be for someone here, they're refusing to see their child, okay? You may be getting ready to move into your own space. Maybe they wanted you to move with them, but you're not seeing anything but red flags from them. And so you're really kind of like listening to your like higher self. What should I do in this situation, right? I feel like you are manifesting something here. You could be working with, I'm really getting this Archangel like Michael's energy right now. Very healing energy to bring you in this Emperor. For some of you, you've been thinking about getting on the dating apps, okay? And this is somebody who's been thinking the same thing, and you might both get on the dating apps and meet each other, okay? But it's not going to be until you work through things. If this is, again, somebody that you've blocked, they're just waiting for you to unblock them. They think that you're just going to get over it, okay? I think that you're the one that has been doing all of the work, the one that's been giving fully to this relationship. If you have children, you're the one who's giving everything to the children. You're doing it all on your own, pretty much. King of Wands, crossing, strength. I think in Leo season, you might hit a dark point, and that's when you're going to find this inner strength, okay? And this inner strength is going to get you to a place where you see exactly where you need to go. Okay, and Queen of Cups. You may look at the past and be like, I see why I loved you, okay? But I also am loving myself more and wanting to go date someone else, wanting to go find myself. Okay. I told you, my neighbors are being crazy. Sorry, guys. And Oliver's just laying there on the couch, being like, why are they so noisy, Mama? Yeah, my neighbor manages a Cabela's and thinks, I don't know, that firework bans are not for him. Okay, Queen of Cups. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. All this love. Okay, Three of Cups in reverse. Crossed by the Hierophant. Again, your higher self is telling you that this love is just full of red flags. And you want something to change. Okay? Cancer season is going to move some things pretty fast for you. So be prepared for the next couple of weeks to be crazy. Ace of Cups. Again, there is a very bountiful love option showing up. A lot of emotionality. But Two of Swords, it may be too late for some of you. Okay? Too little, too late. I'm already talking to someone else. Interesting. We've got a few mixed in cards here. Thank you, Spirit. I do not know. I just finished a reading and I cleared the decks. So this doesn't usually happen. But that's very interesting. That's a lot. You guys are dealing with this is a past, somebody that you've been dealing with for a long time. Okay? Judgment. It may be time for you to finally make that decision. Or if this person has been waiting for like some sort of legal truth to come through, I feel like it's coming. And there we've got the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like, again, it's the repeat of what we've been being told. Someone's going to flub this, and someone new is going to step up. And they're going to be the one that offers you exactly what you want. I do feel that you've turned your back on somebody who was a big liar, but they did teach you a lot. Some of you are going to have to make some choices between two. I think you know what you want to pick. I think that you're just nervous about that. Anything else here about the Judgment? Four of Pentacles. This could have been that they are in trouble for some sort of theft, or you feel like this person, like, they took advantage of you, okay, and you found out, and that's the, like, big shocker, okay. Ace of Pentacles, I feel like if you are wondering if you're going to do well, just monetarily, if you're going to get the money back, if you are going to achieve what you're looking to achieve, Temperance, yeah, you will, okay? Knight of Pentacles. You know where you're heading, you know the direction, and it is going to make you happy. Okay, I do feel it's going to come in Leo season. Again, I do feel like for some of you, this has to have a healing with a father figure, and there we've got the little child. So I do feel like inner child work going on here, or trying to get a father to see their kid, okay? So let's go ahead and get some twin flame messages. Those of you that feel like you're dealing with a twin flame, soulmate, okay? Messages from your twin. I'm trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. Okay. Songs are speaking to me now, so I feel like you're getting those songs popping up in your head, and those are messages. Even if you haven't met this person yet, they're messages from their higher self. I was reminded of your scent recently. So you're getting, again, some of the clairs are coming in and activating within you. You might be smelling things that aren't there. Tobacco, you know, things that are not normally there, that you are getting that scent, knowing that your angels are kind of trying to guide you towards this. We've got you are irreplaceable in reverse. So your soulmate could be with someone else right now. okay? And that could be the struggle for you. It really was me, not you. So their higher self knows they've been the problem and they made a huge mistake, and they do know it, okay? Let's get some things for you to work on within your relationship. Those of you that are dealing with struggling relationships, what do you need to work on? Thank you. Projection. Okay. Your energy of projection is alchemy, and it can be used to manifest and transmute. I can project my energy from love or ego depending on my impulse control. Okay. That happens a lot with mirror connections. Deception. You are wearing the mask of deception in your current relationship. I don't know what to say, and so I'm holding back here, right? You're not telling someone how you feel because you're afraid of that conversation. Engagement. You are ready to cooperate with the give and receive of energy. I'm ready to share my energetic being with the story I've created. Some of you have not been sure about whether or not you wanted to get engaged to somebody or if the engagement was going to go forward. I do think it will, but I think that you have to be open and really share in the situation, okay? Possibility. You are always open to new choices, and new choices are always available to you. I'm open to choose and follow my knowing by asking questions around my path. I do think if somebody postponed you, if somebody was supposed to meet you and something sort of fishy happened, then yes, that's the answer that you've been looking for. Okay. So I want you, if you're dealing with a divine masculine energy, I want you to think of a question. Okay. If you're dealing with a divine masculine energy, think of a question, and I'm going to pull a couple of cards. Okay, and then we'll do that for the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine doesn't want to talk, but we're going to go there anyway. Okay, divine masculine energy. That's the deception, okay? You, divine masculine, you're seeking truth, but you're not offering truth, okay? This is part of your ascension process, okay? But you have to work with your inner child first, and you're feeling this power struggle. Again, there's karma. So you've got to do some work here to release your karma. This could be releasing somebody with heavy Aquarian energy, okay? Some of you have had some options, and you're being challenged. Like, which one do you want to pick? There is an air sign here that you're dealing with, as well as a water sign. And you know you could probably lose out on both, okay? But you don't really know what to do right now. So what have you done? You've withdrawn, okay? You've pulled yourself back. Emotionally, you're trying to figure it out. You're out of bounds, you're not talking, and you're trying to decide what to end. Okay. I feel like this is asking you, like, really, what would your mother say? And that may not be very helpful, you think, because maybe you don't have a good relationship with your mother, or your mother has passed on, but they're like, what would your mother say? What would strengthen your family tree? Okay, what would balance you out? What aligns with you? Some of you, the struggle here is because maybe there is a different race, culture, religion, and you don't want to upset your family. But Spirit's telling you follow that love. You have one deep love out of these divine masculine, and Spirit wants you to follow that, okay? So divine feminine, if you have a question, think about it, hold it in your heart. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring forward for you, okay? For the divine feminine. Okay. Someone's going through a very deep spiritual awakening here. And so they are having an inner and outer transformation. You could have been the one that awakened them, or it could have been somebody else. Okay. But I feel like it was you. And this puts you at a crossroads. This puts you at a crossroads because your heart is really wide open right now, and so is theirs. But there is a lot in between the two of you, a distance even. Are you soulmates? Yes, absolutely. But I do feel like they've been ghosting you because of the karma that they are dealing with. I do think that you are starting to open up some of your intuitive abilities. And this may be starting with feeling that sacral chakra coming online. There is deep love for you, Divine Feminine. If you're wondering if they love you, they do. You just want the answers to whatever this third party is. And it could be work for some of you. They've been, or just their lack of money, okay? This is somebody who feels like they have to make something of themselves before they can move forward. And they have a lot of like depressive issues, okay? Spirit's telling you to, for a minute, take them out of the equation and just think for yourself. Think about who you are. I do feel you might be dealing with someone on the cusp, or you may be on the cusp of like Libra, Virgo. And this may not be right for you, at least not right now. And that's why you're kind of being held back. Spirit is holding you back, and it hurts because you feel a lot of pain going through this right now. But again, Spirit is like, I will only lock you out of options that are not right for you right now. Okay? Beautiful truth. You are also in a withdrawing energy. But it's because whatever masculine energy you're dealing with is dealing with karma right now. And again, that does not have to be a man. You could be a man and be the divine feminine energy, and your partner could be the divine masculine energy. Okay? It's all energy. I do think something new is approaching. A new rebirth, whether this is new love or a returning of this person. And again, just as Spirit was showing earlier, I think that there's a romance that's going to lead to a long-term commitment, children, okay? But there's a challenge of the way that you're projecting your traumas on each other. And I think that's where you are struggling. Let's pull a couple of oracles to close this off. I will be putting this full video on the YouTube channel, and I'll put some highlights here. make sure that you guys follow if you want to be told when I go live, because there's no real schedule. It just happens when Spirit calls me. Okay. All right, so you're dealing with some tension here. I think you've been fighting with someone. Okay, if you've been fighting, especially if you live with this person and there's been a struggle to communicate, I think that you just need to give it a break. Okay, I think that there's some things being worked on. The number 9 could have something important. I also am seeing 56, so 11 or 2. But the tension isn't going to go away until you kind of release. Okay. Again, Cancer season is saying, listen, immerse yourself in your own inner feelings, your own inner emotionality, in your career. Angel number 5445 is being given. You might want to look that up. Again, angel number 5445. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of completion going on right now, and really work introspectively on aligning yourself. Again, because there is solid commitment that does want to work here, but it can't work while you're in opposition. It's like thinking that you can eat the poison apple and not fall asleep in your Snow White, okay? It's not how it happens. So Spirit really wants you to do that work on yourself so that you're ready for love. They want me to look in the middle. Yeah. They want you to be here in life and not in fantasy land, okay? And I think that that sometimes can be a real struggle when we are dealing with soulmate energies, and, you know, those mirror souls, twin flames, because you feel and see the potential, but you don't really know how to address it because there's so much inner work that's still going on for you. Now, I will tell you guys that one of the things that Spirit has shown me is that the twin flame energy, that soulmate energy, isn't tied to a body, okay, a singular person. It can be fractaled out, very much like that golden ratio energy. And so it can show up in somebody else, but you have to be open to it showing up in somebody else. When you are locked down, those horse blinders on, that the only one for so-and-so, XYZ, that is when you not only are like two magnets turned away from each other, like pushing against each other, but it makes no space. Nothing can get between those two magnets, so nothing else can come in. Okay? So I will, as soon as this video processes, it usually takes about a day for TikTok because these are longer. I'll put it on the YouTube channel, and as soon as I have some highlights, I'll throw some highlights up here. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time, okay? Much love, you guys.